that knows what they're doing and has the capabilities to produce them.
Clarity, accuracy, and fast turnaround from Franklin's Printworks.
It's the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Coach's Corner, fueled by Donut Country and McDonald's on 101.9, 100.5, 1450, WGNSSports.com and Big G TV.
And this portion of the show brought to you by Dr. Automotive, the cure for your car. Professional auto repair and maintenance from ASE, certified mechanics and master mechanics. Check them out online at autorepairsmyrna.com, which is very appropriate to be the sponsor of this segment. John Ding is back with you, and we've got Lonnie Drayton from Smyrna here to talk with us this morning. And another year has come around, and we're ready for basketball.
Here we are in the grind already.
You've pulled off a few wins here, Lonnie. It's off to a pretty good start for you guys.
Yeah, we actually have. And, I mean, even in the couple of losses that we've had, we've been very competitive. I mean, in it from the get-go, it's a very scrappy group. They fight.
Well, before we talk about some players, I know this is the first show of the year for basketball to give you an opportunity to brag on some people. But I've noticed your scores. You guys are keeping them really low, which I know that's a benefit to you guys as well. But, boy, when you can play defense, that keeps you in games, doesn't it? It
really does. And that has to be, I mean, with our size and you know, some of our offensive liabilities, I guess you could say, we have to concentrate and have a lot of focus on defense. And our girls are smart enough. We like to switch multiple defenses, go into multiple things after missed shots, and they understand that, you know, we'll set up one way one time down the court, then the very next time down the court we're in a completely different defense. So we've got to keep the opponents guessing a little bit so they don't get caught on to what we're trying to do. So that's why we're keeping it. I think we're confusing people a little bit and keeping it a little low.
Yeah, very low in some of those games. I think 27-14 one game, 30.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, those keep you in the games. And had a big win against Hume Fogg last night. Talk a little bit about that one, 49-27.
Oh, yeah. Our girls, you know, they were locked in. Hume Fogg, you know, they started off hitting a couple of big shots right there. When playing opponents like a Hume Fogg or a Central Magnet, you know how smart those girls are and how they're able to adapt and adjust because, you know, the school that they go to, what the coach told me last night, their average team GPA or something was a 30,
Ooh,
you know.
Yeah, okay.
Something like that. So, you know, as soon as she said that, I was like, yeah, well, they'll be calculating a little bit more. So, you know, with that ability right there, we just have to find a way to get in them a little bit, speed them up a little bit, and then at the same time not reach and get ourselves in foul trouble or situations where we have to bench certain players. And our girls did a good job adjusting. I think early in the season we were handsy. We were, you know, we fouled a lot, which took us out of games that we probably should have won. And that was our core focus in practice. You know, keep your hands back, have your hands up, and not get so handsy. Adjust to how the ref is calling the game, and, you know, from day by day, from game by game, it's going to be called a little different. So find a way to adjust to every situation right there. And our girls are doing a really good job of doing that.
I hear excitement in your voice a little bit, you know. I mean, because I know, and everybody knows, it's been a struggle. I mean, you've had trouble winning games, and but every year that I see you guys, I get more and more impressed with the job you're doing and the job those girls are doing. And consistency has always been kind of an issue. You know, you might play lights out for a quarter and then can't hit much in the next quarter. And that probably still is a little bit of you're always looking for consistency, aren't you?
It is, especially offensively. Mm-hmm. You know, and I tell people all the time, you know, you got to play, and basketball is a game, and I'm dealing with it with my son right now playing basketball, and he's a baseball guy, and year round we're playing baseball. And then, you know, those 3 months you're trying to play basketball and you're frustrated. But, you know, I tell our girls, you have to be in the gym all the time. The girls that are hitting shots, the girls that are scoring a lot of points, the girls that are hitting a lot of threes, and, they're not playing 3 months. They're playing, 12 months out the year. They're in AAU the entire summer, and unfortunately, we're lacking that in a lot of our girls right there. So we have to play catch up. We have to do a lot of shooting drills. We have to come in on Saturday mornings or Sunday afternoons and shoot a lot more, trying to play catch up in that regard. Because it's a game where you have to be consistently going at it. You have to be consistently sharpening your skills, and if they understand, I hope in the summer we can grow and have them playing AAU and doing different things like that. But that's just a game where you have to be sharp all the time. You just can't step in the gym and expect the ball to go in. So that's a lot of our offensive struggles. So, but these girls try.
Yeah.
That's the excitement. The excitement in my voice right there is you got girls that are willing to, be coachable and listen and go as hard as they can for me. And I'm more than appreciative of that.
I talked to a student, a really good player, and I won't tell you who it is and what school, but she said she used to take 500 shots a day in the morning before school started. Go to the gym about 6 a.m., take 500 shots. And I'm like going, wow, does anybody do that? But she was a terrific player and, all district and all region. And it does pay off when you do that. And that doesn't even include AAU. If you could just get in the gym and do that, it has to be a tremendous help.
It does. It does. And it takes that willpower, the getting up at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock in the morning before school, just having that drive and desire to do that, or going out when you can't get into the gym, go out to the rec park. Right. And do that. So it's a mentality. It is definitely a mentality. Those girls and those kids, have it a little different. And, some of our girls have the desire. Sometimes they don't have the means.
Right.
But they're willing to try. And right now, that's the best thing in the world for me. If you're willing to go, I'm willing to open the gym for you.
Yes.
And we'll get those shots up.
Yeah, that's a big key. I'm telling you, because you mentioned it too. Having the means to get to AAU, and
exactly.
It's not cheap.
No, trust me,
don't you?
It's awful.
Yeah, you could have bought another home by the time you got one of them through, I'm sure. Hey, we're talking to Lonnie Drayton, the head coach of the Smyrna Bulldogs. Really, just having a good time this morning, and I want you to talk about a few players. I don't want to put you on the spot, and I know you might forget somebody, but don't get mad at the coach if he does. He's doing that off top of his head. But I know 3 wins and 3 losses, 3-3, something like that.
Right.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about them.
Well, the girls right now we're led by. We're just blessed to have her. Stewart's Creek transfer. She's a sophomore. Dakota Payton is her name, point guard, and she's just all out and just all in. So it's a beautiful thing. I mean, we're actually led by her. She's our floor general. She's young, so she's learning, how to play basketball, how to figure out different situations, how to be a leader. She told me at the beginning of the season, I told her, you're going to have to be a leader out there. You're going to have to be somebody to look for. And she was like, I don't know if I can be a leader, coach. And, I told her it's not something that you're asked to be. It's something that you have to be. So,
yeah.
It's just something that they look at you as a leader. I'm sorry, sweetie. It's just part of it.
You're just kind of born with it sometimes,
Exactly. So we've been working on that. And she is so open, and so I love her to death. She is bought in. We've got another transfer that came in from Laverne. She was one of their posts, Triana Booker, and she's really stepped in, offered leadership to the team, and she's applying pressure, and she gives us a post presence that we haven't really been able to have in the last couple of years. So gives us a little size and depth. Even though she's not big, she plays big.
Yeah,
like a post. And, she's probably 5'8", 5'9". But then we have Tayton Williams and Sanaya Dalton, 2 guards that are competing with each other for that starting spot right there. And Sanaya right now has a starting spot because she is shooting the lights out of right now. She is just if she's open, balls are going in. So she's one of those kids that are in the summertime, like we just talked about. She's got a ball. She's in the gym. She's by herself or shooting. And now she's reaping the rewards. So it's a really, I think she had 18 last night against them and, hit 3 or 4 threes, so she's really, coming into her own. And Jakaya Herrera, we call her JJ. JJ is also, she's a senior. She's one of those kids that are really, pushing the tempo of the team right now. Defensively, she's our girl. If we have a girl that we're struggling with, we put her on her. Funny quick story about her. I tried to use reverse psychology, and I forgot I was dealing with emotions like sometimes we have. But we were playing Central Magnet, and the little girl from Central Magnet is phenomenal. I think Madison, I forgot, Stanley, I think it's her last name.
Yeah, that's it, Stanley.
Yeah, Stanley. And I was so, you're going to guard her, JJ. You're going to guard, that's who you're going to guard right there. And, first we start off the game in man, and this little girl scores 7 straight points on JJ. Yeah. And I'm talking, just abused her. And so I was like, we're going zone. So we immediately went zone, stopped her a little bit, but we got into halftime, and I look at it, I said, JJ, I apologize for putting you on her. She's too good, thinking reverse psychology would work.
Right.
And I started talking to the team, and I look up, and she's tears in her eyes. So that feels like she let us down. And I was like, JJ, that is the opposite of reverse psychology. All right. That is not what I was going for. I was wanting you to be mad at me and like, Coach, I'll take her. She won't score again. But I got the reverse of the reverse.
Yeah. That didn't pay off, did it?
Yeah, right.
We're almost out of time. I could talk to you for another 10 minutes or so, but you've got a schedule, your Christmas schedule. I know you're going to be, is it the Pigeon Forge Christmas Tournament? Is that the name of it?
Oh, yeah. We're heading down to Pigeon Forge to play in Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge this week right here. So we're going to go play there, and then, a couple of games right there. I think we open up, of course, when you drive 3 hours, you always open up with the home team.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
that works. That's the way it does.
Exactly.
Hey, and you'll spend the night and play again, and
we'll stay 3 nights. That's
probably good, isn't it? That's a little bonding trip, isn't it?
It really is, and that's why I try to do it every year somewhere different, just so our girls can experience. Because our girls, we've got 2 girls that I think have been to Pigeon Forge.
Yeah.
And I'll keep sending them pictures of videos of bears, so just getting them ready. So just in case. So
district has a little different outlook too, doesn't it, Lonnie? It's a little different this year.
Thank God. That's all I can say. I mean, that's all I can say. Tuesday night trips to Cookeville, you'll never see me on it again.
Amen, brother. I understand that. Don't just ask Brian Barrett about Cookeville. Okay.
That's right.
Hey, I got to let you go, brother. And
okay.
But we're going to be out there soon. And boy, you're off to a good start. And keep going.
I appreciate it. Thank you guys for what you do.
All right, Lonnie Drayton, head coach of the Smyrna Bulldogs. He's got them rolling at 3-3. And this portion of the show brought to you by Middle Tennessee Electric, serving our community by providing affordable, reliable, and safe electricity. Online at mte.com. Blackman up next.